points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got the quick pass. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Working the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the left. Plows through the defense. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Using his feet. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got out of trouble and throws. He is lucky to get that one back. And the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Jones. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The give to the back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense?
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Wolverines have this offense rolling. Quarterback may change this route. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Runs for the tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Moves away as he feels pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Oh, they're after him! And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, I think the coaching coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's McClain. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tosses to the quarterback. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Buckeyes will have it first and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Jones. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's got it! Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. It's on the ground. Black ball. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air. It's St. Clair. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Porter. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Shoots it to the left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Red pass, it's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Looking left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, and great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2, so always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having him sick.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. It's a flea flicker. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. QB got it himself. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. He unleashes a long one. Brings it in down the left side. He's loose. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime, like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They take the lead with the 6. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Inside the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, he missed it. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Reads it, fires complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, force the 2nd down and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Off the races. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's McClain. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends in the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's in open space downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. On the move, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 35. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Ohio State 42, Michigan 36.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give it one to the 33.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Porter. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want the...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Under fire. That's caught. It's Marsh.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in stride at the 15. inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Under fire, moving away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incomplete.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Finds his tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. 1 more yard on this 2nd down. Might just put an exclamation point on this one. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
Gonna take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Some would say run up the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond second to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
To the air, it's Underwood. Keeps looking downfield. Throws to the back. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game.